Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Monday, December 17. The Ministry of Finance and the Jamaica Police Federation have signed an agreement for a 16% wage increase for rank-and-file members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF. The 4-year heads-up agreement covers the period 2017 to 2021 and includes a combination of provisions relating to service and conditions of work. At the signing on Friday, Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clarke says he is pleased that an agreement has been reached.
We are particularly pleased that we are now at 91% of the public sector now covered by agreements that cover 4 years to 2021. In commemorating the agreement with the police force, is recognizing the indispensable role that the rank-and-file members of the Jamaica Police Force play in our lives. Security is the #1 issue in Jamaica, and rank-and-file members on a daily basis are on the front lines.
For her part, the chair of the Jamaica Police Federation, Corporal Arlene McBean, says the members are quite comfortable with the package offered by the government.
And we want to see some regulatory and legislative framework put in place for the police negotiations going forward.
Meanwhile, National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang says the conclusion of the negotiations is an important step going forward.
We have come some way, and today you can sign a heads of agreement and have 2 years in which we can look at how we mold the police force going forward, and we can discuss other areas that will be critical in building out the kind of police force that the Police Federation wants and the entire Jamaica wants.
Effective January 2019, persons will be required to pay their National Insurance Scheme contributions using stamp cards during the January to December calendar year instead of the usual April to March financial year. Speaking with JIS News, the Director of National Insurance at the Ministry of Labour and Social Security, Portia Magnus, says the change in payment period will improve efficiency in the processing of applications.
The contributions using stamp cards and stamp cards only has always been financial year, which administratively in computing eligibility for a benefit, it slows us down. Yes. So we're doing the change to speed up processing to make it administratively easier.
New contributors will be given stamp cards reflecting the calendar year as the contributory period, January to December 2019. Ms. Magnus is, however, advising existing contributors to continue using their existing stamp cards until the end of March 2019. A new shopping regulation and regime is being developed to increase tourism earnings in the sector. This following a comprehensive review of the shopping sector by the Tourism and Finance Ministries. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett says Cabinet is to consider the presentation shortly, after which it is expected to be implemented in the first quarter of 2019. The new regime will include, among other factors, a broader list of dutiable items to include textile, leather, and other such material used to create articles and artifacts. In 2017, the country made $37 million through the shopping network as a result of the cruise sector. Minister of Transport and Mining Robert Montego says plans are underway to establish a globally recognized aviation school in Jamaica. This, he says, forms part of government's plans to improve the local aviation industry and train more Jamaican pilots.
The world is short approximately 600,000 commercial pilots. We need our slice out of that. And Jamaica's pilots from Air Jamaica days have already made their name in the industry. And we believe we are selling the industry short if we do not give to general aviation more Jamaican pilots.
Minister Montego says discussions for the project are ongoing with representatives from the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service, Airports Authority of Jamaica, Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority, Caribbean Maritime University, and 2 overseas institutions. The minister was speaking recently at the opening ceremony for the 2nd annual 2-day aviation seminar. And finally, Margaret Campbell is the 2018 LASCO Principal of the Year, while Amacard Brown has been named Teacher of the Year. Ms. Campbell, the principal of St. George's College, and Mr. Brown, a teacher at Monroe College, were awarded at a luncheon on Tuesday. Education State Minister Floyd Green commended the 11 shortlisted teachers and principals for the vital role they play in shaping the lives of the nation's children.
The competition, as you know, provides meaningful professional experiences and exposure to all who participate, and permits the profession to highlight the work of outstanding performers as models for the teaching profession.
Founder of LASCO Jamaica, Lascelles Chin, used the opportunity to call on the education fraternity to join his foundation in rescuing at-risk youth from a life of crime.
I believe with all my heart that the road to a safer and more peaceful Jamaica lies in rescuing these at-risk youth.
Among their prizes, Ms. Campbell and Mr. Brown each received $250,000, a trophy, and a trip to the Association for Supervision and Curriculum Development Teacher Conference in Chicago in the United States of America. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.